Excuse my hair because my hair looks a little bit messy. So today's video, okay, first of all, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time, please subscribe and hit that button so you can be notified whenever I post. This is my little one, my baby Isaac. He's a little dazed right now because he's never been around my workspace until now. So he's literally looking at everything. So if you see me like hold objects like a sponge in front of him, it's because I'm trying to get him distracted and not lose his bananas in this video. But so today's video is gonna be a raw and uncut video. So today's topic, I feel like no one really talks about, but it should be spoke about, talked about, brought up, because I feel like not everyone covers this subject in most terms and in most ways, because like when we need a friend to talk to, what are you doing? Like when we need a friend to talk to, or when we just, are at home stuck with our family members and have no one to go to, when we have like certain conversations going through our head, it's always good to know that someone in the YouTube community can make videos to help with you guys, to help connect with us, and we can connect with you on this journey of life and going through these changes and going through so many things that we're not really ever prepared for. Like, honestly to God, I was never prepared when I had this one. And let me tell you, the experience was obviously insane. It was so much. You guys have obviously would have seen my previous videos. This little body, this whole human I have right here was in my belly. Yes, I was giving him his nutrients. I was making sure that he was fed, and and understanding like ligament pains, and understanding that like the milestones, like what babies learn in the womb, and which is pretty interesting to understand, and outside, because he'll be 4 months here soon. So far with his milestones, just to kind of cover this topic and just throw it out the bag. He's learned to laugh, smile. He is recognizing people's voices and objects and colors and so many things. And so it's pretty awesome to see, the one that the little human that you created just become this beautiful little personality, characteristic person, little people that they are. And it's so enjoyable to watch because they're such love bugs, cuddle bugs, and just amazing little people is what they are. But so back to the subject of, again, these topics are not really talked about. So today's topic is really gonna be about like, do it for yourself. It's basically just doing everything for yourself. You don't need anybody's approval, nobody's opinions but your own. You'd always make sure, for one, that you put God in your life first before anything, because obviously if you don't have God in your life, then nothing won't make sense. So what you should always do is always in the morning ask yourself, what is your calling? What is it that you want to do as a person with ambition, with, just, if you're waking up at 3, 2, 4 o'clock, maybe in the morning, and you're just like, okay, something's calling me, something's waking me up right now. And like, just kind of basically just like, just needing to know what your calling is. And sorry, he was talking. And just basically just, understanding just like, what is your calling? What is what that you were meant to do? If you're meant to be a mom, like me, then you will have a calling that, like, if you're always been like so loving with kids, been so generous with kids, and just have a heart for kids, then maybe you have a calling to be a mom. If you are into social media, like, any kind, like TikTok, Snapchat, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, any of these social media accounts, and if you want to, say, be an entrepreneur, if you're really big into social media, maybe that's your calling too. Maybe you like entertaining. You like entertaining people. You like to talk about subjects, and like I'm doing now. It's always connecting with your audience. If that's what you want to do, obviously that's your calling. And, so it's always like you gotta always go in your mind and ask yourself, okay, is this really what I'm meant to do? And if you figure out, okay, my calling is this and this, say you want to go in the medical field, or say cosmetology, business, you want to run a restaurant, or you want to own property, you gotta always look at the why and ask yourself, well, why this? Why is this my calling? Why is this speaking to me in terms of, okay, something is telling me that I am I am having a passion and just a calling for fitness or whatever. And if that's whatever your calling is, or whatever your intentions are for truly for something that you really really love, and if that's what your intentions is, go for it. Don't hesitate. Don't stop. Don't. If it's on your head and in your brain, if it obviously in your brain 24/7, then it's your calling. It is meant for you and for you to do it. Don't ignore the signs and be like, oh, I'm meant to do something else. If it is meant for you, it is meant for you. Sorry. And obviously, it's always good to, again, always ask yourself, if you need to take a step back in life, if you need to like ask yourself, okay, if this is really what my true calling is, then ask yourself why. And if you come up with a really good reason, and if you understand your passion for whatever it is that you're needing or wanting to do, then that's your calling, then that's your purpose. And then that's where you're able to say you have a purpose in life to keep going and to keep doing what you want to do, regarding what other people say. People can have opinions, they can have thoughts about what you do. They could say, oh, that's not really meant for you. They could really be like, oh, I could see you doing this instead of doing that. I know. But, it's all up to you. You don't have to listen to anybody but yourself and your own opinions. And if God even has to tell you to and show you signs that it's not meant for you, let Him give you your signs, okay? Let the one up above us that we all need in our life, let Him guide you in senses. Because I believe, I forgot the scripture, and it's some number and some name in the Bible. I forgot what it's called, but and it, if you, I might have to kind of look this up and show you guys in another video, but it's always good to talk to Him by name, and then He will come forth to you, and He will speak and help you with whatever you're looking for, and I'm always putting my trust in God. In my terms, in our, I don't want to say religious, but some people have a title like God, the Creator, the one that, the up above, but for people that are a Jehovah's Witness, we call Him by His name, Jehovah, so that's just what we call Him when we do our prayers. So, like, when we pray, we ask Him by His name, and then He helps us whatever we go through on a daily. So, again, trying to get back to the subject of, you need to be your own creator of your own life, your own world, your rules, what you set, your boundaries, anything that you can manifest, you could put your dreams into, your mind into, your body into, and your soul and your passion into, it is meant for you. Again, the topic is all, is what I said earlier in this video. I kind of forgot, I'm not gonna lie. But, I'm sorry. My baby's a little distraction. But, ooh. Hi. Excuse my little lovers. He, like I said, he's not been around my workstation. But yeah, so let it be known to you that you, again, if you want to go in the okay, let's break it. I'm going to get into now real the details. If you are meant to be in a medical field, okay, people, medical field, then you are. And if you have the passion to help people and have the heart and the soul to care for them and to help them, you know, to feel better in a place of where they're not comfortable, like a nursing home, for example. If you, sorry, don't ooh, like if you don't like the way the residents are being treated, and you know they could be better treated, and if that's what your calling is, go for it. Because not every residence has some family that ever come really ever visit them. Some are just dropped off, and their family never comes back, or some have a very like interesting stories. You might not know, like, what if they just need someone to talk to, and an ear that you can lend to them, and they could just tell you their whole life story, and that's all they just need to wish to someone to talk to. That's what a medical field is like, because it could be in a nursing home, or it could be in a hospital where you can help deliver babies or take care of people. Again, that's just what your calling is, of what you want to do. Okay. And so if you want to work with kids, like babies, like this little dude, and if you have a passion and a love for little ones like this, and if you love being around kids, taking care of them and teaching them and educating them, and if that's your calling, then go for it. Go and teach these little ones, because these are our future leaders. Huh, honey? Yeah. Because they're the future leaders of our world. Like, I want to be able to teach my little one that it's always good to be nice and kind-hearted, but not everyone's nice. Almost everyone in this whole world, it could be like maybe, I want to say maybe 5 out of 1 million people, or more than that, in this world, that could just be cruel and hatred. And that's just not. I want him to understand, in his terms, that when you're nice, when you're nice to them, you get it back. The reverse psychology of, I don't want to say psychology, but the term of good things come back to you when you do good, when you give out the good. So that's what it is. And say, like, again, just trying to just go into little details of here and there. And if you're into, like, beauty, like, okay, like real beauty, like sponges, makeup brushes, okay, like makeup products, like this, or hair products like this. If your calling is to be on YouTube and really inspire and really, really connect with people, I mean, like giving them advice, beauty wise, fitness wise, appearance wise, of how to, I don't want to say how to, but just to kind of show them that it's okay to be comfortable in your skin. Because I'm going to be completely honest, my whole life I was never comfortable with my skin. I was never comfortable with what I had, because, getting a little personal here, I was always compared to a lot when I was little with my cousins. I never had what they had. I wasn't as pretty as they were. And on top of that, what made it worse was that it ruined a kid's self-esteem. And it still kind of sometimes affects me to this day. I mean, like, why would you tell a kid that, or 13-year-old, child, like a 13-year-old teenager, like, you don't have that look, or you don't have, this and this and this and this. It's like, no. Don't tell them that, because it's going to be stuck in their head. It's going to ruin them psychologically, where they're going to be like, okay, I'm not as pretty or not as good as they think, what they think. So it's more like, like, we're having to really, it's kind of stupid for me to say, but to people please and be like, and get that acceptance from others. Okay, because I, too, myself, have seen and I have witnessed cousins, families, well, not cousins, but some of cousins, but mostly friends and just people in the world generally, that they're always judged, and they're always because of their appearance, because of the way they look. Either you're too fat to wear a crop top, or you're or they don't have for my provocative language, I do excuse it. You know how the boobs are, say, like the ass to wear certain clothing, and it's like that's ruining someone's self-confidence, someone else's confidence in wearing something, because then it's gonna be soak them up. They're gonna soak it up like a sponge, and it's just basically you're ruining their image for later in the future. So if they were to ever try something on, like that crop top or those shorts or that dress, that comment will affect them, and then they'll be like, okay, you know what, I do see what they see, because I don't like the way I wear. I'm not accepting that, you know, I shouldn't look like this. And that's where it judges, that's where the society of this world will come in and, you know, just take over our minds. And it's really, really sad, because spiritually, some of us are still, say, going through some trauma of whatever is what we went through. Some may not want to talk about it. Some do want to talk about it because they need that ear. Some have been through a loss. I personally have lost a very close person to me, and that's why he is carrying his grandpa's name. You know, and when people go through very much, again, trying to make it short and get back to my topic, you know, it affects us a lot, and depression can really be scary. So you gotta always ask your friends if they're always okay, because not everyone's okay. And someone wants to give advice too. Yeah. Like he said, you gotta always just smile. No matter what the situation is, no matter what we go through, it's always good to smile. And always know that your mom, your grandma, your dad, whoever you live with, your auntie, your uncle, your cousin, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, fiance, whoever, always go talk to them and let them know what's going through your mind, what's really just, you know, going, you know, because sometimes the hardest subject may be the hardest to talk about, but it's easy to let it out when better to hold it in. It's better to talk it out than hold it in, is what I'm trying to say. But and again, back to the whole topic of, you know, let it be you situation. Again, whatever your calling is, whatever it is you want to do in your life, you psycho. And whatever it is you want to do, whatever your calling is, whatever it is that you want to do with your life, you gotta always ask yourself, what's the real reason? And then ask yourself, why? Because even understanding our whys can, like, why this, why that, why is my passion is, why is that I'm interested into this. You'll understand more of yourself more than anybody will ever understand you. Trust me. From my experiences, I've been through, I don't want to say I've been through a lot, but, you know, emotionally, you feel like you've been through a lot, but physically, you know, well, obviously physically for me, I have been through a lot because of this one, but it's always good to just, like I said, talk, and always know that let yourself be your only competition you'll ever be in competition with will be yourself. Only and never in this life. You are your own competition from yesterday's, because your future tomorrow, the future you of tomorrow will thank you for what you did in the past, or for that change that you did. So, oh my god, you're so drooly. Ew. But again, back to my subject, and I'm ending this on a good note, is you are the creator of your own world, your own life. You are the voice of your own opinions and your own thoughts. If you have a bad gut feeling about something, don't do it. If you have a really good gut feeling about something, and if you really feel like you want to go for it, go for it. No, don't take no second chance. Don't doubt it or anything, because once that is gone, it is going to be gone, and you will never get it back. Trust me, I know. But, so, at the end of this video, we just want to say that we want to thank you for watching this video. Like he said, subscribe to our channel. And if you guys want to have more family vlogs or just random vlogs in this video, I might do some ghost hunting here and there, just to give you guys an update. I might be doing one here soon, hoping once it gets a little bit warmer we can. Lately it's been very cold and it's snowy outside as we speak, like icy snow. But once we get a little bit warmer, I might do some ghost videos. So, but again, I might do some traveling videos as well. So, again, subscribe to our channel, and we will see you guys soon.